No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let you go. When she telling me to come forward, come for me. That's what she telling me to come forward. No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let her go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She telling me to come forward, come for me. See, I don't know why I finally now I just spoke my mind. I know it's long since we spoke sometime, but this thing no play, I go change your mind. Just give me some time, really, please. Cause I don't have no time to waste. No more back and forth, just like Aaliyah. That's all I wanna do right now. Grab it up. Swing on me, gonna grab it up. Body to body, make a bend up on that reeling. Bad man, turn you over like a steering. Well, when me gonna grab it up. Swing on me, gonna grab it up. Body to body, make a bend up on that reeling. Bad man, turn you over like a steering. Well, she telling me to come forward, come for me. That's what she telling me to come for me. No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let you go. When she telling me to come forward, come for me. That's what she telling me to come forward. No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let her go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She telling me to come forward, come for me.
Just killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since Luvac left. He don't want to change from the 4-3-3.
What's going on, people? We're back again on the Dre James Show for another show, man. This one's going to be a bit different. It's a bit, you know what I mean, chatting about transfers, but we're also going to be ranking the transfer window. Liverpool's transfer window that's had a lot of highs, a lot of lows. At one point, it seemed as though all hell was going to break loose, man. And it seems as though Salah is staying, and that's the biggest news of today. Al Ittihad deciding that a move for Salah now will be too late. Loads of questions, questions and theories as to why that is. Why did they bid so late? And we're going to get into all of that. But of course, I'm with the main man, Ram, in the building.
What's up, man? What's up? What's going on, Ram?
And
you know what? I gotta say this though. I apologize, JJ, for giving you that last minute heart attack.
No, it's all good.
If anyone don't know, I was just running errands. I was coming back home, and I thought I was gonna be late because there was an accident on the way here, on the way back home. So I told JJ I was gonna be a bit late, and JJ was panicking as hell, bro. It's like, bro, you can't be doing this to me, not at this time. But then I was
because I had something planned because we were gonna do the ranking, and I was like, if I do the ranking now and then you jump in, I'm like, it messes everything up. Like, adds another minute. So, but it's obviously good. Happy to obviously have you on. As I always say, people, make sure we are smashing a like. Anytime you see me in front of the screen, make sure you're hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. And subscribe after the video. Just have a watch of us. If you're new, have a watch. If you enjoy the content, which I think you will, subscribe. And obviously, once you do that, hit the notification bell and set the notification press as for always. So you're always notified and you stay notified as and when we're dropping content on this channel. Before obviously we get into anything, start chatting about Salah. Going to get into obviously Trudon in the building from the beginning. Big up to Trudon, and we got Honesty as well in the building as well. So don't worry, we're going to get into the building, guys. There's 20 of us, so I expect 20 likes minimum. Please smash a like. It does help the channel grow. More people see it, comes up in people's feeds more, and it does help everyone. But cool, let's get into it, man. I'm going to get the actual article regarding Salah.
Why is it so dark?
go from there. I'd also want to obviously wish everyone a happy Top Boy Day. The final season of Top Boy has dropped, so for a lot of people, they're going to be banging that
Looking
out.
forward to it.
Exactly. There we go. 2 seconds. Getting it up, people. 2 seconds. There
You must be happy though, JJ. Mo staying in it.
What?
Mo staying in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I just think I need to flip upgrade for the one. I forgot it's the damn Daily Telegraph. Oh my god. 2 seconds. Well, anyway, we'll get it up from here. Hold on. Cool. I'll just share this instead. Not a problem at all. Guys, let me know what you guys are doing this afternoon as well in the comments. Let me know you're watching from work.
Beautiful day.
Are you chilling today? Let me know. But as we can see, Josh LFC, very, very reputable Twitter source, claiming that sources close to Al Ittihad believe it is now too late to agree a deal to sign Mo Salah from Liverpool this summer. Obviously, a rumored £200 million bid, so 250 million euros, was sent to Liverpool. Liverpool rejected last night, according to Grizz Khan. And then it seems as though, Liverpool will be, Liverpool won't be selling Salah, and Salah will in fact be staying at Liverpool, which is obviously big news. Chat to me, Ram. How crucial, how vital is this deal?
In terms of this season in general, I think is very good for the club. I think the club stood its ground. I think it's good look for the club. The fact that we kept our best player. I think he is our best player. Well, second best player if you're counting Alisson as well. I think that was the main worry, whether Al Ittihad were actually going to put in a bid where FSG might fold, and they didn't fold. So fair play to them. It is a question we will be missing out on a lot of money, but we'll have to see if that is a fruitful business investment or not. I think in the overall grand scheme of things, it is good. It keeps the morale high, and it keeps us from not chopping and changing random players into different positions. Like JJ said, and like other people have said before, moving Szoboszlai to right wing, putting Gravenberch on the centre midfield, and playing Endo at DM. It's just a lot of chopping and changing, man, and a lot of uncertainty. And I think right now we need a little bit of certainty when it comes to Liverpool Football Club. I think when it comes to, we are at early stage of a rebuild, and we need that element of certainty so that we could push on. But yeah, I'm happy with it, man. Absolutely happy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For me, I think from a footballing standpoint, I think there's two ways to obviously look at it. From a footballing standpoint, 100%, like 100%, 1,000,000%. Salah staying is obviously a benefit. It is a benefit. Always will be, because of how good he is. We know how vital he is, obviously, to Liverpool. And it's like, I hear it. However, I feel as though not cashing in on him will kill us. Because I don't know who we replace Salah with that isn't going to cost a substantial amount of money. I don't think Liverpool can move in the same way that we did. I don't think we can go out and get an Mbomo or go out and get a Bowen and the fans be satisfied with that. And from a PR perspective, the player that comes in after Salah has to be someone of note. It will probably be the biggest player Liverpool have sold since, God knows, Suarez?
Since the cannibal, yeah.
Because
even Coutinho wasn't that massive.
Yeah, he wasn't as big. He wasn't as big as Salah.
He wasn't world class. He wasn't one of the best, if not the
Coutinho
best.
was world class. Coutinho was one of the world's best. He was. But in terms of a brand, like Coutinho wasn't the face of anything. Like Salah.
Oh,
Salah's,
you're talking brand as well.
Yeah,
but then
brand.
we're going back to Torres. We're going to Torres then.
No, but Suarez was a massive. Suarez was a brand. Suarez was massive. Suarez was massive.
Suarez was massive for his teeth, bro. That's it. Not
Suarez,
his teeth.
Listen,
his teeth.
You're talking about his teeth. I'm telling you, whether it was teeth or no teeth, I'm telling you, this guy is still goated. But I think in terms of brand wise, I think Torres is the closest that we had to Salah in terms of a sale. Torres's brand was massive. He was like the main guy for Nike. And remember, he was the closest person to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo in the early days. So, yeah, I think... No, Ram, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Ram.
If we're looking objectively in the Ballon d'Or rankings, he was.
Yes, but I'm not going to go off Ballon d'Or rankings. That doesn't mean...
No, but we have to go off something.
All right, Alisson's not the best keeper in the world.
Cool, that's your opinion.
See, I like the way you're doing that. Now, for me, like I'm saying, it's one of those ones where I just think, listen, if Liverpool play it well, if Liverpool are able to go and secure top quality players, if the player that comes in after Salah, even if he's not going to come out and get the output, he's just a good player that comes in, I think that's great. I think we don't have to go out and get a Salah replacement. It can be a player that's just really, really good, but that offers something different. Doesn't offer the same output as Salah, but hey, maybe he's more creative. Maybe he's better from set pieces. Maybe he's more entertaining. Something, but he has to be part of something that Liverpool are obviously good of and are happy about. My biggest worry would be you sign a player and he don't really perform that well, because we're comparing him to Salah and Liverpool don't do well as a whole in terms of winning any of the big trophies. Because I don't know how you sign, like we know, let's say Liverpool are only going to give 40% of any sale, or let's say 60%, between 40 and 60% of any sale to the club, for the club to spend on players. Even if we were to get 200 mil, it means that we've got guaranteed 100 mil that we can go and spend on one player. And we've still got a lot of margin to work with. We can use another 100 million to go and spend on defenders, or spend on a right back, or spend on whatever that the squad needs. If we're selling him now for 100, that might be 50 mil. And it means that the amount of players you can get now, knowing how FSG move, is so much smaller, man.
Do you want me to also add something that might benefit this situation? If we do get rid of Salah next season, if he does go, that's a lot of money from the wage bill that's going to be taken off. It's a lot of money. That's almost 350k off the wage bill. And the reason why we were able to generate so many signings this summer, I said this, we had to sign players not only because there was a rebuild, but it's also plausible because Bobby Firmino was on like 180k. Henderson was on 160k. Oh, well, 180k, circa 180k. Keita was on 120k. Ox was on about 100k himself. That's around about just under 500k worth of wage off that bill. And if you look at it from a season perspective, every single season, 500k, what is that? Someone do the maths. I need to work that out. 500.
What did you say? What was it? What did you say?
What's 500,000 times by 12? 60 million.
60 million, yeah.
That's 60 million. Is it 60 million? No, 6 million, sorry. 6 million.
Not 60.
That's 6 million off the wage bill every year. That's mad. Yeah, 6 million off the wage bill a year. We could regenerate that into other players. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not even 5. No, it can't be 6. No, I made a mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
26 million. 26 million. Sorry, 26 million. It's plausible. Plausible, man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. 100%. Let us know in the comments, guys, how happy are you in regards to obviously Salah saying? We've spoken about, obviously, how important Salah is to the team. We know that. And obviously, we've discussed the pros and cons of selling him, but now it is guaranteed he's not going anywhere. 10 p.m. is the cutoff. That's when the transfer window shuts for the Saudi teams, and yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Al Ittihad anyway. So they're going to have to resume their kind of transfer negotiations or pursuit of Salah in January or maybe even the summer. I think January will be very interesting depending on where Liverpool are. If Liverpool are 5th, 6th, loitering around, I think they sell. I think if Liverpool are pushing for the title, if he's a massive part of that, which we know he is, if we're doing really well in cup competitions, I think he maybe stays now and stays until the summer and gives us his last hurrah, which I think everyone kind of gathers now. Yeah, this is going to be Salah's last season, man. I don't think anyone expects Salah to stay beyond. And if he did, it would be very, very surprising. Very, very surprising. Going to get into the comments now, see what people are saying. Big up to Richard Hutchinson saying, hi, how are you? And everyone in the chat. Like, comment, and subscribe. Big up to yourself for that. Saying Liverpool need to get rid of Thiago and Mohamed Salah. Liverpool need to reinvest in the team. Many thanks. I hear that point. I do hear it. We got Boom Boom 43 saying the new players ain't playing for free, bro. I hear you. We got Psychedelic saying big up Jerry and Ram. Saudi hold that L. We've also got 40-year-old Virgil saying we've never had to deal with Salah Salah level sell. Even Gerard, Salah is a god in the Middle East.
That's a fair point.
We've never had to go and deal with it. Big up to G in the building as well. We've got K-Mac in the building also. We've got M. Carney saying, would you guys consider a January deal for Mo? I would, depending on how much they're offering. If they're offering 200 in January, I'm snapping your hand off.
Do you know why Coutinho we were able to sell Coutinho in January? It was because of Mo Salah playing the way he did. It's because Salah was doing his thing. And we were like, if we sell Coutinho, we might be more or less off. We could still do a thing. We could still be all right.
Yeah.
So it has to be someone comes in.
But that's my point. That's why I'm saying we'll have to wait till January, because if Nunes has got 20 goals by January, as an example,
but then you have to look at if Salah gets however many assists.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Our team's too creative. Even without Salah, I understand Salah's still very, very creative. But even without Salah, Liverpool have still always created goals and chances. It's just the ball goes through Salah for him to create them.
It's like, but with Coutinho's situation, though, you have to look at it. It wasn't only other people. It was Firmino was banging, Mane was banging, Salah was banging. Yeah, exactly. Everyone was banging.
Exactly. So if Liverpool are doing really well and Nunes has 20 goals, Salah's not going to get 20 assists. It means that.
But if he has like 10, 15 goals and 10 assists, then it's a different story.
But it doesn't. But you can't use that. For me, you can't use that stats like that, because it doesn't work. It's all you need essentially to win a game is one goal. So if the defense is performing really well, you've got a striker that proves he can score 20 goals, and it's not one player feeding him all the time. It's going to be Szoboszlai in that team, who's mad creative. When we spoke about his output, you've also got McAllister. If Gravenberch comes up, performs, and starts creating, you got Diaz who's going to be creating. Then you've also got Gakpo and Jota on the bench with Trent in our team. That's enough creativity for me. If you got a striker scoring 20 goals by January, if Nunes has 20 goals by January, you're like 20 goals by January isn't that exactly 20 goals by January is like, oh whoa, like this could be a 30 goal a season. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that idea of like, oh, but that means that, you know, if he's got that amount, like for me, it doesn't work like that, because your team ultimately have to find other solutions. And if at any given point right now, Liverpool's more creative than it ever has been on paper, when you look at it. Like, do you know what I mean? So the onus wouldn't be solely on Salah to go and carry him, because otherwise we would have just carried on doing what we done last season. I don't think we would have gone and signed another forward, gone and signed the midfielders that we do, if we didn't think, you know what, we need to go away from just give the ball to Salah and he's going to go and create.
Yeah, I get that.
In my opinion, like like Szoboszlai has proven he's a creator at international level at Leipzig. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the way it is. And what so far Salah's got? Is it 1 goal, 1 assist? Or is it 1 goal, 2 assists?
He's got 1 goal, 2 assists.
1 goal, 2 assists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not Salah numbers. Like still, of course, 1 goal, 2 assists. Like is good, but Maddison's got more at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And we're not going to sit here and say Maddison's more. This is my point: is that Kane before would have ate up all the numbers at Spurs, as an example. He ate up all the numbers because you can only there's an infinite amount. Of course, there's an infinite amount of goals and assists that you can get, but in a certain time period, you're talking, unless you're like Haaland or you're City, you're talking maybe a goal every other game, and maybe an assist every 3 games. On average, it means that a lot of your play goes through a player. Now, of course, the question is, can these players perform? But what I'm saying is, if Núñez has got 20 goals, Núñez's goals aren't going to dry up if he's got 20 goals by January. That's now like he's created his own chances. He's done this. It's like when, do you remember when, I think in the Salah, in the Sturridge and Suarez season, wasn't it Sturridge that got injured or Suarez that got injured? I think it was Suarez that got injured for a bit or was out for a bit. Sturridge was still scoring goals. Because at that point, it's just like, bro, like we're still scoring goals. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have to go and wait. Remember again, shout to Angel 968, AFCON Salah. What happened to AFCON Salah after AFCON? He was poor. Yet Liverpool still were able to go and win games.
But it depends on whether the players actually do step up, like you're saying.
Yeah, but of course. That's why I'm saying it's all circumstantial.
But but even when he did play badly, he still turned up in certain games where he did come up with an assist or he did come up with a goal.
Oh yeah, but some of the assists were just like a pass though. Like we've got to be. I'm not saying like not every assist. But not every assist is going to be like the assist he got for Núñez the other day, or like an outside of the boot pass that he's gone and played where it's been mad creative. It might have been
the one for Origi.
The ball bobbled in the box after he missed the shot and he's passed it to Mane and Mane scored. Like that's still an assist, but that's not like creativity. That's just like I've passed the ball to you because I fluffed my lines. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Salah's creative, but why would we buy these players if we don't think that these players can be creative as well? Have we bought them just to run around? I doubt it. I doubt it. Let me have a look at the stats as what people are saying. Big up to Samuel OG in the building. Big up to Jerson Gorseb saying, big up to you guys. Any positives on the return of Edwards and Julian Ward? That's not happening, man. That's not happening. That's just talk. We got Psychedelic saying Salah wants to lift the Europa and the Prem. He's not working for money like many other players out there.
Damn.
I mean, it's either that you can look at it that way, or you can just look at it and say he's not the guy to upset the apple cart too much.
Or he's the kind of guy that might just think there's one last opportunity.
Nah, I just think he's not gonna force his way out of Liverpool. He's not that type of player. But if Liverpool had said, yeah, sure, we'll take the money, he'd have been gone in an instant.
But it's like with the Hendo thing. We said that it's not all about money, but there's still external factors. Maybe there's just a mix of all of them. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true, man. 40-year-old Virgil saying, I think now we have Szoboszlai and McAllister, Diaz, Gakpo, Núñez. We are building around Salah for when Salah leaves. I think so. I think you'd be smart to do that anyway. Honestly saying Salah got 2 goals. Penn versus Bournemouth and goal versus Villa. Yeah, so 2. He's got 2. So 2 goals. Is it 2 goals, 1 assist?
I
can only remember the Núñez pass. Yeah, 2 goals, 1 assist, not 1 goal, 2 assists. Big up to Marianne Southwood saying, big up Jerry, big up Rav, big up Trudon, big up
2 goals, 2 assists, sorry.
Big up Psychedelic Shaolin. Oh, okay.
Because he got the assist for Diaz against Chelsea, remember?
Oh, yes. No, but that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, he got another assist for the Núñez Newcastle. The second one.
Yes, he did. Mad. Yeah, great balls. That's my point. Those passes are like, that's a ridiculous assist, isn't it? Like that, you're going to miss that. But I'm saying But I'm saying, you know, like the ones where like you just pass the ball to someone in like the
Like a
box
sweaty.
or the counter, like a sweaty goal. That's not being mad creative. You ran onto a ball and sweated the ball, which obviously you still need to be there. But I mean, yeah, do you know what I mean? I've seen Chamberlain assist like that as an example. Do you know what I mean? I've seen Ox do that. I've seen, yeah.
You need to bring his name
has
up.
been lucky. We struck gold with Maka and Soboslai. 100%, man. 100%. But look, people, 72 people in the building, guys. Make sure we are smashing a like. We are now going to get into the tier list. And listen, we're going to get into that. Let us know in the comments if you're watching this on the replay as well. How? 2 seconds. Cool. How do I remove this? I can't, innit? All right, cool. Let me know how you feel about the Salah deal. But cool. Without further ado, let's get into the tier list. So, as we know, people, Liverpool have had a very up and down transfer window. Started off really good. Soboslai coming in. McAllister coming in before that. Obviously, with the departures of, at the time, it was Milner, Ox, Naby, Bobby as well, all leaving the club. Massive departures for Liverpool. Part of a majority of them part of of teams that have won everything in European football, including the league, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, all that type of stuff. They've left, started really well. We then had a couple departures in Henderson, Fabinho. The mood around Liverpool was a bit eerie. Like no one was really happy about what was going on. I mean, got rid of those players, signed Endo after a madness linked with Lavia, bid for Lavia, undervalued, and then turn up with 100 million plus bid for Caicedo that gets accepted, but the player rejects us. We then go back to Lavia, we get rejected. It was so up and down, man. And if I was going to rank this by myself, it would be very, very difficult. So as we can see here, on the left-hand side, I've got A star. So this is like ranking the transfer. So whether it was an outgoing or incoming, rating that as an A star, like that was a fantastic signing. Where like, or sale. We've got A, we've got B, we've got C to D, and then the jump is massive. We've got F, which is just a poor signing. So we're going to be very streamlined. As we can see here, we've got the majority of all the first team players that have left either on loan, have been sold, or been released by the club. And yeah, we're going to get started with it, man. And the first one we're going to get started with is obviously Fabinho, man. Now, Fabinho, a mainstay at Liverpool, massive DM. A lot of us, let me remove actually the banner as well. A lot of us, of course, associate Fabinho with being the lighthouse in Liverpool's midfield, crucial to everything we've been able to obviously win. Last season didn't have the greatest season, and there was murmurs from a lot of fans. Look, we've got to get rid of him. Like, we've got to get rid of him. Some of us wanted him to have another season. However, a 40 million bid came from Saudi Arabia. We couldn't turn it down. He was open to move, and he just left without saying anything. He was gone, man. Ram, how good of a sell was this for Liverpool? And I want you to be like, look at every facet. Not only the financial aspect, because it is a lot of money. We essentially made our money back by selling.
Yeah.
But also on the pitch, do you think it's going to affect? Do you think we're going to be looking this time next year thinking, last season we should have done with Fabinho, man? Or are you thinking, what a great sell?
It's difficult, man. In terms of finance-wise, it's amazing in my opinion. I think it's we made our money back. I think we made a little bit of profit. I think like a £2 million profit or something like that. But when it comes to the quality of player and the kind of player that we have, I feel as though we were better off keeping him. But if I was going to be truly honest, I would go for either A or B. And I'm leaning towards B because of the player that he is. I still think, and I still maintain that he would have been a benefit if we had kept him, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll put him in a B.
B, yeah.
Yeah. But
you
it's
think
hovering between A and B. It's literally hovering. Like,
so do you think that was the right signing on the club's part? Do you think we had to move him on?
I think with another year, it would have been like, yeah, he has to move on. But I think it was a year early, in my opinion. But again, whether it's a year early, you need to get your money, and we did get our money in the end. So again, it is literally A or B.
Cool. I'm gonna put it at B because I think I agree. Potentially a year early, wasn't really planned out. Hence why we had the whole manic situation with Lavia and Caicedo, but a decent amount of money, and we've had a great start to the season. We can't say anything in regards to that. So, yeah. The next one, then, people, and let us know in the comments as well if you guys think we got Boom Boom saying A+. Yeah, let us know the rankings you think for these players as well. Next one is Milner, man. Milner coming under Brendan Rodgers at a time where, you know, we lost Gerrard, needed a lot of leadership, lost Suarez as well.
And Sterling.
In the space of 2 years. And we needed some leadership. We needed someone to ground us again. And Milner did it, man, and was arguably probably the best free signing, I would think, of all time. He won everything.
Him and Matip are very, very close.
I think he's ahead of Matip by miles. He broke the Champions League assist record.
I keep forgetting
that. He got 16 assists in the Champions League. Play that left back. Play that centre mid. I don't think it's close, and I'm a massive Matip fan. I don't think it's close at all. Like, he was integral to us developing.
Historically,
you know, a 30-year-old and stayed with us for 6 seasons. That's mad.
Historically, free signings, the normally free signings that we do, they normally bang. They are really good. It's either they don't play, or when they do play, they are certified. They are good. They're really, really good. I think one player I can name off the top of my head outside of the Klopp era was Litmanen. Yari Litmanen. He came in a free, and he was really, really good. Shame he was only about 34, 35. He was quite old. But yeah, the free signing, everything. But if you're talking about sale-wise, again, we let him go for free. I don't think we could have got any money from him. I don't think any club were willing to buy him outright. Nah. Yeah. So it would be an A, man. It would be an A. And it'll be certified for Millie. Millie was always an A standard player, man. Always put in a professional performance. I
think a lot of people are saying A. We've got Psychedelic saying A. 40-year-old Virgil saying A. Angel saying A. Yeah, a lot of A's, man. A lot of A's. So we're gonna go with an A with that one. I think that's fair. Thank you for your services. And I think it was time to move him on as well. I think he was at the club for so long, he wasn't really playing games, and we needed to start bedding in a new player. So I think that was fine. The next player, his stock amongst Liverpool fans, topic of conversation, his stock right now amongst Liverpool fans is mad. Like, I don't get the beef. However, people seem to be fuming with this guy. They're absolutely fuming. Skipper, captain fantastic, winner of everything. Part-time politician, it seems, viewed by some people. Part-time MP, part-time, civil rights movement member. Jordan Henderson. 14 million to Al Ettifaq.
A.
How good of a sell was that?
A in my opinion.
Why do you say A?
I think purely from a financial perspective, I didn't think we are going to get any money for him. Purely from a financial perspective, £14 million for him was mad. And I didn't think I didn't think any club would go in for him. I thought the only club he'd probably go to would be Sunderland, going back to his former club. The fact that we got 14 million, how much do we pay for him? 16 to 20?
We paid 20, 25.
So about 6 million loss for a 33-year-old. I'm quite happy with that, man. I'll give him an A.
Do you think Liverpool made an error though by selling their captain prematurely? Like, if I had to go and say to you, I know he didn't want to stay, so of course it's good. But hypothetically, let's say Henderson didn't have a say in this and Liverpool still sold, right? Is Wataru Endo better than Henderson? Is Endo more valuable than Henderson in our squad? From a footballing perspective.
You know I don't rate Endo like that. But you know I don't rate Endo like that. They're both steady Eddies, in my opinion.
So which steady Eddie is better?
The younger one.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
So far from what you've seen, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Got a lot. We've got Marianne saying A. We've got Honesty saying A. We've got G saying A. 40-year-old Virgil saying A as well. We've got Boom Boom 43. Big up to yourself saying A. He was washed up. Wasn't justifying that big new contract. Agree. I mean, the big new contract. He didn't get that last season. He got that 2 seasons ago.
Yeah,
and we almost won the quad. Yeah, but we always got the quad, run the quad with that. So I mean, it was kind of valid. But I hear I'll push that in an A as well. So an A with that. Why would you not give it an A star?
It would have been an A star if we got 22 million for him. If we got our money back, it would have been 100% A star, 100%. Okay. But nah,
cool.
He didn't. So yeah.
How about Milner then? Why is that not an A star?
Because it's kind of expected. I'm talking about A stars, and you got a deal where it's unexpected and it was certified.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
The next one on the list, Fabio Carvalho. I know we haven't sold him, but he's gone on loan to RB Leipzig. Rumored of having a falling out with Klopp. You know, agents and family members getting involved in beef with Klopp, and yeah, it's not looking good for him. I don't think he wants to stay at Liverpool. Great start to his career at Liverpool with that goal at Newcastle being a major highlight. But second half of the season, just barely got a kick in, barely got a run out. It's a weird one because when we signed him, we all thought he's going to come in and start and be a major part of the first team. He ended up just being like a Kwanzaa.
The fringes.
Yeah, on the fringes, just like a Kwanzaa or just a player that's just not even taken into consideration, more of like an under 21 or under 23 player.
I agree.
Where do you rate that loan from Liverpool?
Loan? You know what? I don't rate it. Why? Because you look at the signings they've made. They've made 2 other signings that are centre attacking midfielders who play the exact same position as Fabio Carvalho. And I was telling Roms this. Where is your boy going to play? When is he going to play? Because in my opinion, he's not better than Baumgartner. He's not better than Dani Olmo. He's not better than... Sorry?
Xavi Simons.
He's not better than Xavi Simons. When is he going to play? They play with 2 cams. And Baumgartner's going to be the guy that comes in from time to time off the bench. Carvalho ain't going to play, man. So from that instance, if you're looking at from a deal in terms of where he was meant to go out on loan, it's a C or D.
I'm inclined. I think I'd put it at a B. Reason being, it's on paper, it sounds like a good move. We want our players going on loans to good teams. You don't want them going to Stockport and Plymouth and
League One,
Benfica B, and Cambridge, and those are the loans we've done. Dundee. Hearts,
Motherwell, Rangers.
All those teams. Aberdeen. We don't want our players going there. We want them to go into the top teams and Leipzig is a top team. Clearly, they're interested in, so there's a player in there, and it's a good move because we want to develop him and be able to sell him for more, even if that's the bare minimum, right? But at the same time, I agree with you where it's a poor move because just because you're going to a good team doesn't mean you're going to play. You need to be able to go and play. Now, if he's not good enough to play, and clearly from the off he's not good enough, then why send him out there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Without assurances of game time. Because you
remember,
can
we were looking at JJ. We were looking at the Leipzig team because we were looking at Szoboszlai. We're looking at the Leipzig team, seeing whether we can get him, and they already signed a couple of players, so they're already in his plans.
Yeah.
In their plans.
Exactly. So I'll probably give it a B. You're saying C, a D. Some people are here. We've got G saying A. So yeah, I think B is the right one. What the hell is this, man?
Would you think he would have played at Benfica?
Maybe because he's Portuguese, isn't it? Maybe. Because he's Portuguese, that you would have probably.
Because I want him to go Benfica.
Yeah. The next one is Bobby Firmino. Great end to the season. Great goal scoring performance last season from Bobby. Left on a free, contract not renewed. Si, senor, number 9.
That's Rams's guy, bro.
Yeah, man.
He's got the name in the back of his shirt.
I'm gonna start this one off. I think C or D, you know.
I think we could have got money for him, man.
That's my point.
We could have got good money for him. I think we could have got 20 mil for him.
That's my point. I'm looking at let's go and have a look at Firmino on transfer market. I want to see how many goals he got last season in all comps.
I think he got around about 16 goals. What is my man doing? Yeah, 16 goals in all comps, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm trying to have a look now, but how do I do this?
Yeah, transfer market is quite glitchy. I know for a fact it's quite glitchy. So I'll just have a quick look right now. He scored 13 goals in all comps.
Yeah. 13 goals. How many games?
In 35 games.
Okay. Not the best. Obviously, not a lot of starts. His market value is at 18 million at the moment.
Could have got money.
We could have got at least even like a 15 million for him.
Or even 20, 15, yeah. I think 20 would have been solid.
We got Psychedelic saying Bobby A, what a legend, should have been a 30 mil transfer. That's why we can't give him an A then. We can't give him an A. Marion Southwood saying B. Will Dead saying B. We're going to have to override this one, man. I think it's a C or a D.
C, D, man. Not built because of the quality of player, because of the fact that you just didn't get any money for him, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Naby Deco Keita, the heir apparent to Steven Gerrard.
Oh my God. Naby.
Scorer
Naby
of
lad.
great goals, not a great goal scorer. Techniques few and far between. Showed glimpses of stardom at points. Other times,
21-22, he was
just an African uncle in a local power league.
Yeah, man. 21-22, he was balling out.
I don't think he was even balling out like that, man.
Bro, he was. When he got his chances, he was balling out. He was balling out.
I don't think
that was the Naby that we were looking for so long.
No, it wasn't. I wanted a different Naby. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want
you wanted Leipzig Naby. You wanted a little bit of Kante and a little bit of everything else.
That's what I wanted. I didn't want this Naby that just was all right against like United Naby and stuff. Yeah, I didn't want this Naby, man. So for me, it was an A, man. The reason why I say an A, I think his performances were poor. We could have got money for him, but at the same time, I just wanted him at the club. At the club, man.
Yeah, just not reliable. And whenever he got onto the pitch, he got injured, and that really annoyed me. My
He
man
got
just
injured
kicked.
getting off the
My man
plane.
he kicked grass and got injured from it. That's a new level of low for injuries, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, for me, that's an A, man. It was good to get them off the books. They should have been off the books a long while ago. We should have tried to move them on, and we didn't. So I'll give that an A. Nathaniel Phillips on loan to Celtic.
F.
You don't like that move to Celtic?
No, because we got. You know what? I feel so sorry for Nat. Nat deserves a move away. He deserves game time. I think we had like an £8 million bid from Leeds United, and he didn't end up going there. Like, are we really trying to ruin his career? Like, it don't make no sense in my opinion. Like, Nat Phillips is a good defender. I think quite a lot of teams would take him on board. And him going out on loan again, man, it's annoying. It's annoying. Just let the guy go. Let him earn some minutes. Let him play some football. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
But do you think he's not going to get minutes by going to Celtic?
Well, he'll get minutes, but why didn't we sell him? Because if he's not going to be a part of the squad and we're keeping him for so-called homegrown purposes, then why did we not sell him in the first place?
Do you think part of
the
us
transfer makes no sense? It just makes no sense.
Do you think part of us? Do you think Klopp is still a bit sentimental with him, and he doesn't want to let him go, and he's not the type to push a move through?
Or maybe he's the kind of guy that thinks he might offer value and doesn't want him to leave, which makes no sense, man. It really don't. Unless we offer him a new contract, which I don't even see. Like, and if he does like him enough, why doesn't he play him?
Yeah, it's true. I feel bad for that with destroying his career. And Sakazelic is saying, look, I always rated Phillips going to Celtic. It is a good move for him to go and get more game time, and Klopp still rates him. You don't rate him enough to play him, though. So you know what? It's an F, man. We should have sold him ages ago. We're actually ruining his career.
I think we had an offer from Benfica or someone. We got an offer for like 15 million a couple years ago, and we didn't take it. Makes no sense.
Calvin Ramsey.
See, this is we should have loaned him out to Celtic. He should have been loaned out to Celtic or Rangers. He's at Preston North.
Meant to be, you know, the heir apparent or the backup to Trent. It just never materialized, man. I don't think Klopp rates him. I think he'll get sold next summer. I think he's been a poor signing. And I think the loan's a poor loan as well. I'll probably give that an F as well, you know.
I'll give it a C.
See? No.
Yeah. Because it makes sense to loan him out because he's not going to get any game time. So the actual decision is right. F is where the decision is completely wrong. And I think the Nat one is completely wrong in my opinion. No.
Angel Nat 6 saying E. Ramsey has been a disaster. Yeah, I hear you. I'll never sell Ramsey. Yeah. I agree.
Ridiculous.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Great start to Liverpool life. A scorer of screamers. He looked like he was going to be a Gerrard replacement for us in terms of goals. And injuries killed him. And after that, basement settings.
Had a little bit of a renaissance period in 1920.
Yeah. Hasn't been able to knock down a starting berth in midfield or on the wing or anywhere, to be fair. Left on loan. Who's he play for now?
I don't think he plays for anyone yet. I don't think anyone's signed him up.
You're lying.
Oh, he's at Besiktas. Is that Besiktas?
Is that Besiktas? 30 years old.
Yeah. A.
Any games yet? Two appearances.
Yeah.
He's played 98 minutes in 4 games.
Wow. So he's playing decent minutes. But yeah, mad.
A good sell. He's worth 7 million. I give that an A.
Yeah, A. I think his time was done after 21-22. I think 21-22 we should have sold him.
So 2 seasons ago.
As in like after that season. So remember when Saint was doing his streams and he used to call him squint face because he kept on doing that face when he got substituted off the pitch.
Yeah.
Man, like he just kept calling him squint face for some reason. I don't know why. Like where his face is all scrunched up and everything. Like he's like a 5-year-old kid. So yeah, for me, we should have sold him after the season we challenged for the quad. So
yeah.
By
the way, people, what we're doing, we're not rating how good were they for Liverpool. We're rating how good of a transfer they were, or how good of a. Do you know what I mean? So you might be confused by saying, "Oh yeah, Ox is a F. He was terrible." That's fine, but how good of a transfer was it for Liverpool?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we've done all the outgoings. Let's talk about the incomings.
Let's do Endo.
Let's start with Endo, man. 18 million euro signing. So 80 million euro signing from Stuttgart. Happened in a matter of hours. Japanese international. Stuttgart's captain. Ram's a massive fan. I mean, he supports Stuttgart, so he always spoke about wanting him to come to the club. I know it's a bit late because he's 30, but chat to us of how vital he could be for Liverpool this season, man.
Man is straight out lies right now. Man is straight up lying right now. You looked at the camera, just straight up lied right there. When have I ever mentioned his name?
In the World Cup, you mentioned Endo. I've got the tapes.
No, not that Stuttgart player. Another Stuttgart player. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. But yeah, like I said, he's a steady Eddie in my opinion. He's a steady Eddie. I think it was bad PR from Liverpool that we signed him after getting rejected by Caicedo and Lavia. I think overall as a signing, given the circumstances and the fact that the window's finished and we saw all of our signings come through, I think he'll be useful. I think he was meant to be the Hendo/Milner replacement. Can play in multiple roles, can play as a DM majority of the time. He's a centre midfielder. Maybe do a job at right back or at centre back. I'll give it a B, man.
So why wouldn't you give it an A? What's wrong with that signing?
We paid too much money for him.
You think we got bumped?
But I would have happily, the maximum I would have signed him for, 10 million.
Yeah. Speak. I hear that. We'll give him a B. McAllister.
A-star. A-star. No debate.
Wow.
A-star.
Why A-star? I'm gonna put
we absolutely shagged Brighton. We absolutely shagged them. 35 million. But even they felt that they got shagged. That's why they forced Chelsea to pay about 150 million pounds for Caicedo, because they had to make up the money for.
Do you think that's why they were moving at that with Caicedo?
100%. Because originally they were asking for 80 million, but seeing as though they sold McAllister for 35, and McAllister was worth around about 50 to 60 million pounds, they got absolutely shagged. Like it's absolutely mad how we got him that cheap. A-star, 100%, worth it.
Cool. Szoboszlai.
Bro, don't make me talk about my guy, man.
B. because he hasn't proved anything yet.
Higher, bro. Bro. JJ, you know how long I've wanted this guy. I've mentioned him for time. Me and Matt were on him for time. We were talking about how good this guy was. Ever since the days of him at Salzburg when he just joined Leipzig. Like, incredible player. Performance-wise. Not only offensively is he good, but the defensive contribution as well. His pressing, his winning of the play, his close control at the edge of the box to relieve pressure from the team. Everything is just incredible. Won a penalty for us as well. Scored his first goal. I think all he's missing now is output, as in getting assists and getting goals. If he got a couple more assists and a goal, an extra goal on top, he would have been signing of the season. I think he would have been signing of the summer ahead of Maddison because they both have similar goal contributions. And one thing that he does that Maddison doesn't do to that level is the defensive contribution.
Yeah.
I think he's incredible, man.
Streets Approved Tem saying he's what they call a two-way player in the NBA. Two-way slasher and that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, two-way slasher.
Do we think then with McAllister, if he was 80 million we spent on him, would you still put him A-star or do you put him A?
Sorry? If McAllister was 80?
If McAllister was 80 million, if we spent 80 million or 90 million on McAllister?
A.
So it's the price that puts him in the A-star, whereas with Szoboszlai, it's the performances.
And the fact that he's 22 and he's going to last 10 years. McAllister, I think, is 25, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That virgin.
Yeah, I'm never putting that out there, man. We got Boom Boom saying A+ doesn't even do the Dominator justice. Will Dead saying McAllister could be the next Joe Allen. Why Brighton sold him?
Huh?
Have Joe Allen.
Wow.
We got Sadie John saying Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai.
we got Marianne saying A for Dom. You're giving them A-star. I'm not going to disagree with that.
That's my guy. I'm going to have an extra bit of bias. That's my guy right there, man.
And the last signing, Ryan Gravenberch.
I just did it in German. My man just did it in a German accent, bro. Gravenberch.
Yeah. Ryan Gravenberch. Signed from Bayern Munich for 40 million, 45 million. A Klopp,
million
a Klopp, obviously a Klopp's target for a couple seasons now. From Ajax, 7th in the gold kind of Golden Boy nominations. Loads of potential. Rate the signing as a standalone signing, just as a signing.
If you talk about potential, his potential is mad crazy. I think he's got a lot of potential. The question is, did we need him? Or are we bringing him to do something that he's not familiar with?
Forget that. As a standalone signing, he hasn't performed yet. But getting him as an A, how good of a signing is that for Liverpool?
A. The talent and everything, if he's playing as an A, is an A. But we're not doing that, JJ. We have to talk about everything. I have to talk about the situation that we're in right now. And the situation that we're in right now, is he someone that we need? And is he someone that we're going to put in a situation that he's not familiar with? If that's the case, then that gets dropped a lot. As we're talking C to D level for the club. Because we're not going to only ruin him, we're only going to ruin ourselves, we're going to ruin him as well. So at this moment, I will give it a B.
I'll give it a B as well. Reason
but
being
it's a risk.
I think a B is fair. We've got G saying B/C to D. I don't think I'll give it a C to D, but a B, yeah. As a standalone signing, no, I can't give it a C to D. I give it a B. Red for Life saying B is fair. 40-year-old Virgil saying Graf to me looks like a Bellingham ordered on Wish, which is still amazing. We've got Will Dead Wolf saying C as well, agreeing with G. But it seems like there's more B, so we're going to slap in B. So, very interestingly, on average, in terms of just outcomings and incomings and outgoings, the standalone signings, we're averaging at like a B.
Are we?
Well, 100%. We can't average out at a C. We've got more play. We've got the same amount of players in A as B, in A and B. We've got 2 in A star and 1 in F, and only 2 in C and D. So it can't be A star, can't be A. It's going to be B. So we're averaging out in B. So in terms of incomings and outgoings, our window has been graded as a B. Now, going into
B
the window,
plus if we're going extra.
Yeah. Going into the window, though, you had some positions that you wanted to be addressed. Midfield, obviously, being one. It seems that we've done that. But do you feel as though has been a B window, or do you think Liverpool haven't addressed their issues and as a result, their grade needs to come back down?
I think overall, is a lot of the things that we're doing is a lot of potential and hope. I mean, so far the signings that come through have done well. Szoboszlai and McAllister done really well. Endo again is only one game, so it's yet to be seen what he's about. And Gravenberch is all on potential. So we haven't really got a good idea of what the other two are going to do. The only sort of solidified two that we did were transfer that happened at the early in the window. The other two are we don't know yet. So there's a lot of uncertainty around that. What would have made this window better for all of us in the general sense is adding in a defender. If we got in a defender, I think a lot of us would have said, yeah, it's an A. 100% A. Regardless of Endo and Gravenberch, it would have been an A. If it was a solid quality defender, centre-back who could play as a right-back or left-back, then A in my opinion. But I think because there were so many holes in this team and that we needed to address them, we addressed quite a few of them, but we still left ourselves short by 1 or 2, like we always do. So,
and where are the 1 or 2 then?
A defender and a right winger.
So if we had got a defender, so if you're saying if we had got a defender, it would have been an A.
Yeah.
If we had not got a defender and got a winger, had it been an A, would it have been an A?
Yeah.
Really? So even if we bought,
if it was a quality
like
winger,
a Bakayoko, but no centre back.
Oh, Bakayoko, then it would still be a B plus. I'm talking Moussa Diaby.
He wasn't available.
Yes, he was. Let's not do this, man.
He wasn't, man. He wasn't.
He was.
We got Marque saying a right winger gets no adequate game time with Salah here under Klopp Ram.
Okay, if you want me to be really specific, then if we got a right winger, it would have been an A minus. If it was just a centre back alone, it would have been an A.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the waiting. It's the waiting. So if we got someone like hypothetically Pavard and Moussa Diaby, A plus window.
Okay, but if we had got Bakayoko and Theatra.
Who?
That Theatre or Theatre.
Him. Oh, him. Does he play for Lens or Lens?
Yes. Yeah, one of those teams.
It's all right. I think he's pretty good. I still think Pavard would have been the perfect guy.
Yeah, I know, but I understand that. I'm saying if we had gotten Bakayoko and Theatre, would you still rate it?
It would have been an A because, again, you're doing uncertainty again.
Okay.
But you're hovering around A plus.
Interesting.
It's
So
like
on
you're
the
a couple
basis-
marks off an A+. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the basis of it, then, although it felt as though Liverpool's transfer windows actually fizzled out, on the whole, we've actually done good business. Like, not excellent, but good.
Yeah. Good. I would never say it was bad business. It was good business. But
Yeah.
it's always the case of what could have been.
Yeah. But could you ask for more in a window, really? In one window? Now, if we're being honest, when's the last time you seen a team go out and buy what? We'd have to buy 6 players in one window.
That's fair.
Nottingham Forest.
How many did we buy in 2018-19? That window. The window I'm
Fabinho,
talking.
Alisson.
Yeah, the Alisson window.
Fabinho, Alisson, Sepp Vandenberg.
Nah, Fabinho, Alisson, Shaqiri. Keita, we technically paid the transfer for Naby Keita.
No, but that was but he came in. That's fair. That's fair.
It's 4. We signed 4 players, but there were no outgoings.
Yeah. Whereas we had outgoings, so it's a massive change. Adding 4 players, well, we'd have to add 6 players.
It could have worked because we had outgoings.
But would they all gel?
Would they all? No, but would they all see game time? Would all of them see consistent game time?
Yeah, they would have. But then would they have gelled though? Would that just have worked? If we had signed, I don't know. I don't know.
Because remember, we still got quality players. Look, I'm not going to look. Kanate is still a quality player. Look, I still believe Matic. There's a player in there. He can't have just been bad after one season, and with that right winger, they wouldn't have got consistent game time, but they would have played in the Europa League and the cup games and everything like that. I think they could have, because
yeah, I hear that. We got Red for Life saying Dom has a Gerrard quote tattooed on his arm and took his shirt number inspired. We've got Mark A saying Diaby doesn't get in sufficient minutes though at Liverpool. Will Dead Wolf saying Pavard sold for around 25 million. Yeah. We've got Sadie John saying Javi Simmons is a right winger, one for the future. Can play everywhere, man. You can play anywhere.
Left, centre, right. Maybe up front if you need.
So Tony Hall saying I'd argue getting rid of Keita and Ox was an A-star.
Nah, because it was a free transfer.
If they're an A-star, then actually means our window was an A.
Yeah. I still think if we got a little bit of money for them, I would have bumped them up higher. But no. But remember, there's still a couple of players that are still hovering around each place. Like, I mean, Fabio Carvalho is in my opinion, is hovering between B and C.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got Angel 968 saying, "Is it Gusto? Gusto at Chelsea? Is it Gusto at Chelsea? Looks like decent right back. Yeah, he looks decent.
He looks decent.
We got Will Dead Wolf saying better than Chelsea and United. Facts.
Yeah.
We got 40-year-old Virgil saying we done well. We sold injured players that never played and players that weren't good enough anymore and replaced with young, fit, strong midfielders who are better.
Yeah.
Can't disagree with that. We got Will Dead Wolf saying McAllister is better than Havertz.
Man, quite a few players are better than Havertz, in my opinion.
Exactly, man. But there, man, that's been the ranking. And it was seamless. It was easy. It was seamless. Yeah. A B for Liverpool. Are you surprised that it came out as a B?
Not entirely. I think if you look at it overall, for the players that we brought in, players that we needed to bring in, we needed a midfield rebuild. So we got that midfield rebuild in that sense. I still think because of the B, it was the right thing because we still needed one more bad boy at centre back. If we got that, it would have been an A, 100% in my opinion.
How about if we didn't get a centre back and got like Decore for 70 million at DM?
Then it would have been a B+. Because you bought in, you just build up your whole midfield and who's going to get game time in that midfield then.
Yeah.
It's just too much for unnecessarily too much people. So yeah.
Yeah.
Buy smart rather than buy for the sake of buying.
Exactly. It's true. I agree. But look, people, that's been the ranking show for rating Liverpool's transfer window. We've rated it a B. Let us know in the comments in the live chat, and obviously in the comments if you're watching this on a replay, what you would rank Liverpool's transfer window as. I know G's ranking it as a C or a D. We ranked it as a B. Some of you might rank it as an A. Please let us know. Make sure we are smashing a like. I know there's a lot of you guys in the building. Please hit and smash that like. Make sure you are going and sharing the content as well. And look, don't be stingy. If you do enjoy the content, share it with your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your dog, your cat, your fish, your cat's fish. Do you know what I mean? All of them. Share it with everyone. Make sure, obviously, we're subscribing if we're new to the channel. Make sure we're heading over to the Ram Stand as well on Twitter, LRB Rams, and the Ram Stand on YouTube to make sure that we stay up to date with always new content and always new tweets. Congratulations for reaching 600 followers.
Yeah, man. Even though I post a lot, I'm blessed with all the followers, man. Blessed.
There we go.
Just need to get that onto YouTube now.
Yeah, no, you can get that, man. You can get that. Yeah. It's about being consistent, man. For your virgin saying, and mod me, JJ. I said I'll mod you if we get to. Ooh, you know what? I'm feeling generous. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
One issue is I can't even see the comments.
You can't see the comments. I can see.
No, as in on YouTube, the comments aren't even popping up.
Oh.
Weird, isn't it?
It's funny how you still haven't made me a mod.
Oh, you want to be a mod? All right. Everyone wants to be a mod now, yeah? All right, cool. All right, for your Virgil, I'm going to make you a mod. I don't want to put you in timeout. For some reason, I don't... Actually, let me do it off my phone. Let me do it right now because I know I'll forget. I know I'll forget. Guys, make sure we are smashing a like. We're on 49 likes. Can we get to 50 likes?
Yeah, we're on 51 right now, man. Big up 51. Everybody.
Amazing. Big up 40-year-old Virgil. Where are you? Oh, my God. 40-year-old Virgil. Please kneel down in your living room. I hereby bestow this upon you, moderator of the Liverpool of the Jerry James Show. Congratulations, you've made a mod. Congratulations, and yeah, and don't worry, you're coming. You've been putting in a lot of graft, so I know your mods, your status as a
JJ. JJ's being like FSG, man, just slowly building up the wage bill.
Yeah, exactly. You know I need to make sure, man. You need to earn your keep. You need to earn your keep here, man. We give out bonuses, not good contracts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. But listen, Sleepy saying pause. What was I need to pause about?
I think it was the bonuses.
Oh my God.
That's a bit of a stretch, man. I didn't see it, but yeah.
But until next time, people, shout out to everyone in the building. Just get us to 100 likes on the Jamie if you're watching this on a replay. It's a quick afternoon stream. It's been the Jerry James Show, and we're out. Have a great afternoon. Take it easy. Boom.